And this is the Bradfield scheme. Now, we've spoken about this before, and it's been revised since, and it's been raised by many people. It's been sitting there for decades. I first spoke of it, I guess, a few years back now, and now it's starting to get some currency. But the Bradfield scheme, the Queenslanders know all about it. You start it way up at Tully.
Yep.
And that's way in the tropics, and there's the tonnage of water that lands every hour up there during the wet is incredible. And we used to train up there in the jungles of Tully when I was in the Defence Force. Great place up there. You dam the rivers, a sequence of dams, the Hell's Gate Dam all the way down, and what you can do with that, and this is an environmental policy, we can turn that dust bowl around Charters Towers, which is large and flat and brown, and I've been there, we can turn this into the breadbasket of the world. This can be the land of milk and honey. We can irrigate, and we create more arable land all the way through Queensland. So instead of having this thin strip on the coast, which is green, and then have this terrible brown centre, no, we can green the whole lot. And so the dams are built.
Yeah.
We channel the water. We irrigate the land.
Yeah.
We can put hydro stations all the way along the canals or the pipes, and even underground to reduce evaporation. You put in these small hydro turbine power generators, and they're only about 1.5 meters in diameter, and that'll generate enough power for a township of 2,000. So you've got hydropower all the way down from Tully in the north, way down to the border with New South Wales. And if you wanted to, you can continue down and plug into the Murray-Darling Basin to fix the problem there, which is, again, not a problem of the environment. It's a problem of the illegal, unconstitutional water sales that have been done. We've spoken about that before as well. And there's still going to be enough water to then tap into Victoria and then into all the way down to the Coorong in South Australia, so the boaties have got water to sail their yachts. So everybody wins.
Wow.
And this is a massive infrastructure project that's going to save the east coast of Australia. So that big brown slab after the Blue Mountains, that can all be green.
Wow.
And so we've got big plans for Queensland, both federal type issues, state issues and local issues. It's going to be fantastic. Finally, the people will be free, they'll be let off the leash, and they'll be free to create what they can create for themselves and contribute to our nation.
Wow, that's amazing. It sounds too good to be true, but when I hear the people that have been on board with that historically, what do I think? I think it's people with significant testicular fortitude. And they don't have to be guys, intestinal fortitude. People like Kerry Packer, people like, Alan Jones, who's done, he's got his flaws, don't get me wrong. But my God, he's got fortitude in a lot of these issues. And he's given, the working man a voice quite often. On this issue, they all agree. I don't know why this hasn't happened. And it's just, they packaged it up. It's ready to go. They've thought through it. How is it like, it's still not done?
I can answer that if you want.
Please.
The new International Economic Order, 1980, February. There's a Senate report on the new International Economic Order, implications for Australia. It's a formal government document. And we'll talk about it more about this next week, because we need to get into it so people understand why we are in a hole. And that's a great question. Why hasn't it been done? Because the intention of the new International Economic Order and our role in it was to strip Australia of its manufacturing and primary production capacity. Strip it. That's it, dismantle it. And so plans like this, which would grow our economy, make us more prosperous, make us wealthier, were intentionally stymied in order to prevent us from growing. And every government since 1980, so pick your favourite Prime Minister, every government, every leader of the opposition, they all knew about this and they all backed it. Every one, there isn't one that gets off scot-free. Every senator, every MP. They have been intentionally destroying this nation day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year for at least since 1980 that we can prove. And if we get our hands on the documents that go before that, we'll raise that as well. But that's why none of this has taken place. And we keep electing these imbeciles to government, believing they're going to make a difference next time. Well, they're not.